disasters at sea. Today, we will be looking at a moment that rocked the royal family and led to total disaster. Oh no, not you lot. In today's episode, we visit the dramatic events that took place 900 years ago, on the 25th of November, 1120. King Henry I and his son and heir to the throne, William Adelin, along with other nobles and royal family, had visited Normandy and were due to sail back to England. There were two ships, one which transported the king and another called the White Ship, which greatly appealed to the prince. 17-year-old Prince William Adelin decided to delay the voyage until the evening and have a party instead. The prince supplied copious amounts of wine, and by the evening all the passengers were drunk. A small number of passengers decided to get off the boat, as they were concerned about the intoxicated state of everyone on board. This included two monks who wrote, having left the vessel, upon observing that it was overcrowded with riotous and headstrong youths. Another person who disembarked was the king's nephew, Stephen of Blois. Stephen wasn't to know that this decision would not only save his life, but change the course of the royal family. The White Ship set sail with around 300 passengers. The Willivers on board ordered the captain, Thomas Fitzstephen, to overtake the king's ship, which had already sailed. The crew and captain were confident that they could reach England first. Unfortunately, when it set off, its port side hit a submerged rock, and the ship capsized. Prince William Adelin got into a lifeboat and could have survived, but he heard his sister crying for help. He rowed to save her, but his boat was swamped by others trying to survive, and he drowned along with them. The ship's captain surfaced, but saw that the prince had drowned, and rather than face the king, he let the waves take his life. The only survivor was a butcher from Rowan, who was found clinging to a rock. Most of the king's children and 158 noble men and women perished. I wish I could say this was the end of this tragedy, but it really was just the beginning. You see, Prince William Adelin's death led to a period known as the Anarchy. King Henry I had only one child left who could take the throne, but it was his daughter Matilda, and no woman had ever ruled over England. The king's wish was for Matilda to be crowned queen when he died. However, the king's nephew, who had disembarked from the White Ship due to his stomach upset, was chosen to be king by the royal advisors. This forced Matilda to go to war with Stephen to reclaim her right to the throne. This led to a civil war that went from 1135 to 1153. The outcome? Well, Stephen remained king, but it was agreed Matilda's son would become king when Stephen died, and on the 19th of December 1154, Henry II was crowned. Wow, wasn't that an interesting series of events? I'm rowing a boat on disasters at sea. Thank you for watching. My mustache is acting up. I'm going to have to go and shave it off. Never mind.